My name is Amanda. I also go by Ketoginja. I've lost over 100 pounds eating a ketogenic diet, and my channel is really centered around helping you feel empowered to either do the same thing or to just cut the sugar out of your family's diet. It's good for all of us. So whether you are keto or not, eating recipes that are lower in carbohydrates and lower in sugars is good for everyone. So real quick, before I break down what we're gonna be doing today, one of the things that I taught myself to do during quarantine is something that I've wanted to learn how to do my whole life, and that is French braid my own hair. It's awful, but I'm 37. This is a huge victory. I've wanted to learn how to do this my entire life. My hair is down to my butt. It's so nice to be able to pull it back in Florida, but I'm getting better and better. Getting better and better with every single time that I do it. So I'm proud of that. Did you guys learn anything new about yourselves during this quarantine, or did you teach yourself to do anything? I think that's super interesting to see what parts of all of this new life enriched your life. Yes, it's been super hard. Yes, the state and the climate of the universe and our country especially is super static filled right now, but there's good in there too. You just gotta look for it. So today, I am making dinner ahead of time. I love when I do this. I love when I can make time in my day to make the evening routine smoother and easier. So I'm making an oldie but a goodie, and I'm gonna mix it up a little bit and make it a little different. This recipe is in my ebook, Fat Kid Keto. It is the recipe for shepherd's pie. It's got a cauliflower base, a lot of cheese, a lot of onions, seasonings. It's absolutely delicious, like a casserole comfort food. So I'm doubling the batch and I'm mixing up a couple of different ingredients, and I'm gonna walk you through how I make it, and we will have dinner ready for us so we can enjoy the night as a family and make things a little bit smoother. What do you think? You like it? It's gonna be really good. I'm making a giant one because every time I make this recipe, Dan is devastated that there isn't leftovers, so I'm doing a double batch. Tweak this however you please. There's so many different ways that you could adapt this to your own taste buds, but let me show you the ingredients and we'll get cooking. I will leave the actual recipe down below in the video description, or you can screenshot this, or you can be a real MVP and buy my ebook on Etsy. Link below, obviously. So here's what you're gonna need, you guys. Like I said, I am doing a double batch, so I'm not gonna talk so much about amounts, but show you the loot. I've got a couple pounds of ground beef here. I'm gonna need some sour cream, some cream cheese, a couple bags of riced cauliflower, salt and pepper, Worcestershire sauce, butter, steak seasoning, seasoned salt of your choice. Please do not use this chemical-laden 99-cent store seasoned salt. I'm just at the very end of this canister, so I'm using it because it's what I have on hand. But there's a lot of companies that make seasoned salt that has better ingredients. This has been your PSA about things that you didn't care about until this minute. Also, some shredded cheese. The original recipe just calls for cheddar, but I had some Parmesan on hand, so this is a combination of sharp cheddar and Parmesan. That's it. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but you know, I guess we'll figure it out as we go. I have definitely made this on the channel before, but it's been a while. The original recipe, obviously half of all the ingredients that I'm going to use today, but also it calls for a little bit of carrot. Instead of carrot today, I'm using a little bit of green bean. I thought that would give me like a French onion soup kind of vibe. And I'm really big on looking in my fridge and using what I have on hand when it comes to produce. In almost all of my recipes, the veggies are interchangeable for your own taste. So always remember that you can do an adaptation of the ideas that I show you and make it specific to what you have on hand or just to what you like. So very first step is gonna be to brown the vegetables. So I'm gonna put some butter in a saucepan and then we're gonna cook them up, and I'll show you how to make this easy, awesome casserole. Very first step, preheat your oven to 350. I've got two pans going here. One is gonna get a little bit of butter on medium heat, and the other is going to be steaming our riced cauliflower while we cook the vegetables. I've got butter melting down here over medium heat. Then over here in the other burner, I am going to steam 2 bags of riced cauliflower. This is the one from Aldi. I don't like the steam in the bag cauliflower as much because I feel like with cauliflower, it has to be cooked perfectly, the cauliflower rice, or the texture just makes it not delicious. I've had 3 years to work with this stuff and I've finally figured out the perfect remedy, and I just feel like the steaming on the pot gives you the best texture. Easiest way I have found to steam the cauliflower is to throw your burner on medium-high, throw the lid on it. We're basically gonna cook this until most of the moisture has evaporated. I want it to be very, very well done. Now to this pan, you're gonna add your vegetables, which for me today is a small diced yellow onion and about 1.25 cups of diced green beans. I tried to be smooth and half of them went on the floor. Dope. Adding just a little bit of salt and pepper, and I'm gonna saute these on medium until they start to brown a little bit. Pro tip, your spatulator is amazing for riced cauliflower. Spatulator does more than meat. Oh my God, that's what she said. That's what she said. Once your veggies start to brown a little and get a little color to them, we are going to add in the ground beef. I'm gonna use the other spatulator. That's right, I have multiple now because you guys love me. To mash this all together, cook it until the meat is completely browned, and then we're gonna drain it. Other spatulator. Welcome to the funny farm. Okay, seriously though, if you are not using a meat chopper in your kitchen, you are missing out on one of the greatest kitchen tools to ever be. My beloved black one came from Walmart. It was like $3. I'm obsessed. You guys know how to brown beef and veggies, so I'll see you in a few. Next, drain your beef and veggie mixture and turn your heat down to low. Beef mixture goes back into the pan and back over low heat. Once you get that drained mixture, we're going to add our steak seasoning, our little bit of seasoned salt, Worcestershire sauce, and salt and pepper. Just a little bit of salt and a good amount of pepper. Gonna mix it up. Our cauliflower has been steaming with the lid on this entire time, so it's as dry as it's gonna get, which is exactly what we want, because if the cauliflower is too wet, this won't be dense enough once we combine everything. So we're gonna go ahead and add our riced cauliflower into the beef and veggie mixture. And we are going to stir this until it's completely incorporated and let it steam for a couple minutes before we add in the dairy. Once we've got that all combined, we are going to add our cream cheese. Next, the sour cream. Yes, this is rich, but yes, it's low carb, so you're welcome. Is there anything better than sour cream? I would eat it off of like a piece of cardboard, honestly. When you get it to this stage, go ahead and take a little bite to see if you need to adjust any of the seasonings. Sometimes you might want to add an extra splash of Worcestershire sauce. Maybe you want a little bit more salt and pepper. This is the time to taste it. It is seriously so good, I don't even know how to describe it to you. I'm gonna add another little splash of Worcestershire sauce, Worcester sauce, whatever the heck you call it. Tiny bit more salt, and another hefty hand of pepper because we really like this to have a nice black pepper flavor, but you do you. You could even add hot sauce if you wanted to. Okay, Pro tip, you know it's done if it looks disgusting. If it looks like gruel, you have succeeded. Trust me, it will be the best tasting, grossest looking slop you've ever had. I've got a 13x9 baking pan right here. I'm gonna spray it with just a little bit of this avocado oil cooking spray that I found at Aldi. Has a really high smoke point, which is really great for baking sprays. Then all of this goes into the pan. Sloppy, we like them sloppy. Name that movie. I know you kids like them sloppy. At this stage, you could bake it and eat it and all would be right with the world. But because I am super extra, I'm going to add some bacon pieces. I really wish that I had some prepped bacon in the fridge. I really like to cook a pound of bacon at the beginning of the week that I just specifically use for recipes just like this. I'm gonna add a little bit of this crumbled bacon, and then you guessed it, trophies all around. It gets topped with cheese. Then we're gonna bake it and throw it on broil the last minute or so of cooking. And this is gonna come out like a bubbly, cheesy, meaty green bean casserole with cauliflower. I don't even know, you guys. This is really something. Try telling me that keto is hard. There we go. I also just burnt this plate, so good times there. I swear to God, I need a chaperone. He's going in the oven at 350, and I'm gonna set this for 18 minutes. Just kidding, 18 seconds, 18 minutes, and then I'm gonna turn on broil for just a minute. Yes? Listen, if smell-o-vision was a thing, you guys would be on the floor right now. It smells, I can't even really explain it to you. Do you guys remember the restaurant Steak and Ale? I'm dating myself here, but you would walk in there and it just had this incredible smell of greens and beef and heaven. That's what I have going on here. I can't even. I couldn't not taste it for you. You know I had to taste it. It's gonna be dinner for tonight. I'll probably make a tiny side Caesar salad, but I already know that I outdid myself. That is hands down 100% keto comfort food. If you are still in a part of the country where it's a little chilly or it's a little rainy, you are going to make this and your family is gonna go bananas. Even if you have people in your family that don't want to eat keto, this is an ideal meal. You could serve this to guests and throw a little basket of baguettes or something on the table and it would be an absolute hit. And so much cauliflower. It's healthy. I can't wait to hear what you think. That's it. Super easy, super delicious, and ingredients that you almost always have on hand, and you can mix it up however you want. I can't wait to hear what you guys think about it. As I'm making it and combining the flavors, it really is reminiscent of a green bean casserole from the holidays. So like a green bean casserole that has cauliflower and beef in it. Isn't that just... The next time I make it, I'm gonna do extra onions and grill some for the top. I'm gonna mix it up a couple of different ways, but I just know that this is gonna be such a winner. I'm betting that I'll never have to make the original version with the carrots again, because Dan loves green beans, loves green bean casserole. He's gonna love this dinner, and I'm so psyched. I hope that you guys have an absolutely amazing day, and I will see you really soon. If you enjoyed this recipe, let me know. If you make it, let me know. If you do a twist on it, I want to know that too. We'll see you soon.